1977 was a year of great social upheaval in the United Kingdom. Especially the many strikes had a huge impact on British society that year, and many of these strikes were quite violent. And this gave inspiration to John Wagner and Carlos Ezquerra to create the futuristic cop character or Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd takes place in this dystopian future where population growth has gone out of control and thusly crime as well. And in this Judge Dredd comic, we follow the adventures of one of these judges, and a judge being what replaced the justice system, and he has been deputized to be both judge, jury, and if the situation calls for it, executioner as well. And in 1995, Judge Dredd was first put on the silver screen with Sylvester Stallone as Judge Dredd, and you all know that this film was very goofy, and it bombed at the box office. And since 1995 there had been wishes to put Judge Dredd back on the silver screen, and in 2008 the first drafts of a script for a new reimagined Judge Dredd film was leaked online, and this script had the code name Peach Trees, and supposedly I only read a small excerpt of this script, and supposedly it would be centered around this huge slum apartment complex in Mega City 1, where this crime overlord Mama were the ruler of this apartment block, and two of the judges, Dredd and a rookie, supposedly would be dispatched to fight their way up to the top floor, the 200th floor, to arrest Mama. And yeah, I found it quite interesting to see that someone had written this Judge Dredd script, but anyway, there are often many of these scripts leaked online, and some of these scripts never make it to film. So I was personally very excited to read that filming had commenced on Judge Dredd, or Dredd as it was later known as. And when the first trailer was released in early summer of 2012, it looked very exciting. And to address the many rumors regarding Judge Dredd and the Indonesian film The Raid. The Raid was a film about, or is a film about, this police unit SWAT team who have to fight their way up this ghetto slum apartment complex to arrest this drug lord, and to get to him they have to kill a lot of his henchmen. And some say, oh, to Judge Dredd, it's a rip-off of The Raid. Well, according to IMDb, if you type The Raid on your keyboard and hit enter, then you'll see that The Raid was released in 2011. And one can easily speculate that the creators of The Raid had read the leaked Judge Dredd script and constructed or modified it, or modified their script for The Raid from the leaked draft copy of Judge Dredd. So to talk about the movie, in this we see Karl Urban, you know, the guy who played Bones, as Judge Dredd, and unlike the 1995 film, Judge Dredd never removes his helmet. And from what I have read online in the comic, Judge Dredd never removes his helmet either. That was great that they finally got that right. And the Dredd film, as it was called, Dredd 3D, because it was shot in 3D, and I'll get back to that, was now released, and I must say it followed the leaked script copy very, very much, and it was a good film. It was, it's not for kids, but the story, as I read in the leaked script, Dredd is summoned to this apartment complex, or dispatched to this apartment complex together with a rookie, Judge Anderson, to respond to 3 murders, because we later learn that Mama, the leader of the Mama clan, it sounds like something out of a children's show, but I can tell you one thing: Mama isn't for kids, and she's a drug kingpin producing this drug known as slow-mo, which reduces your perception of time. And the judges, they of course discover that something is afoot in the Peachtree's slum complex, and they work their way up the floors to get to Mama. And Judge Dredd has some great action sequences, and it looks great in 3D, especially the scenes where you see the people take slow-mo. And Karl, he plays Judge Dredd very well. To sum it up, a great film. It's not a film where you can bring your your 14-year-old son or daughter to go see, because it is quite violent. But I would say that an 18-19-year-old could easily watch Dredd. If I'm gonna rate Judge Dredd, I would say 5 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles, because the acting, the effects, and the story is very good. They could have allowed us to learn a lot, some more regarding the society in Mega City 1, but hopefully, I know that according to IMDb that Judge Dredd has only grossed around $7 million, and the backers of the film said that the film had to gross $50 million in the US box office to warrant a sequel, but let's hope we get a sequel anyway. That reminds me, a couple of weeks ago I was contacted by these people from the future. From the future, and there's no such thing as time travel, but there is. It will be invented a week from now, and thusly they have hired me to eliminate some of the bad movie critics from the future using this gun they sent me through their time portal. And it looks like the first customer has arrived. You! I am you! They sent me back a week from now because they didn't like my review of the movie Looper. A review which you are gonna post on YouTube a week from now.